and increase our fiber intake, we get a healthier microbiome and we have less inflammation with rheumatoid arthritis. But what if it's not appealing to change your diet? What if there are some food groups that you just don't want to eat? This video is for you if you really like what you're eating right now. I got an email the other day from Mary, and Mary says she's not sure if she has inflammatory arthritis, but she does have bone on bone in both knees, which indicate some inflammatory process over the years. She says that she has very, very hard time eating vegetables, and the taste of them makes her throw up. So she's not sure if this program can help. Please let me know what you think. Well, thanks very much for asking, Mary. And I'm sure we've all seen when we have raised a child, or if we remember back to when we were little, our taste buds can change. And so when I was little, things like onions and tomatoes, I would run for the hills. It was not something that I could tolerate. In fact, I almost threw up, just like Mary said, almost threw up when I had to eat tomatoes at a friend's house one time when I was staying over on like a sleepover when I was about 11 years old. So I understand the concept of having fear for healthier foods. And so what do we do about this if we want to make a positive change and improve our microbiome, which is the portfolio of bacteria, virus, fungus, and so on, microorganisms in our gut, and in turn, therefore, reduce inflammation in our joints with rheumatoid arthritis? Well, a study came out a few years ago, and it's called The Influence of Taste Liking on the Consumption of Nutrient-Rich and Nutrient-Poor Foods. And in the conclusion of this review study, where they looked at studies that had been published over the years on this topic, it not surprisingly showed that really sweet foods and salty foods, which are associated with nutrient-poor foods, things like deep-fried foods, oils, even meats, which have a very limited nutritional profile. These foods, when they are prepared, can be highly addictive because sugar and salt is obviously very, very much in line with what most people would like to eat. However, as we've just talked about, our taste buds can change. And this study concluded that with the appropriate repetition of a particular food, we can then begin to not only tolerate that food, but enjoy that food. And so this is what we can fall back on as reassurance when we start something like the Patterson program for rheumatoid arthritis, in which we're going to be eating so healthily that we're actually going to make dramatic reductions in our inflammation. We don't need to worry that at first we might find the foods a little bit less sensational in their taste as what the Western foods that we're addicted to or certainly enjoy are. And with time, as our microbiome changes, so too does our taste buds, and we start to crave the healthier foods. And I see this all the time with people. They say, previously I never used to enjoy XYZ food, and now I love it. And on the flip side, foods that we may have previously found attractive, for me, something like barbecue chicken that I used to start to, sniff like, there used to be a cartoon, Puppy Le Pew, I think his name was in some Looney Tunes cartoon, and he used to actually float through the air when he would smell, I think, the female skunk. And I used to go towards the barbecue chicken like Puppy Le Pew. But now I head on the other direction as if it were the skunk. So, our taste buds really, really change. So do our smell and what we feel is healthy, not healthy, and what we're just simply attracted to in terms of our diet. So I would encourage, and I will go and encourage Mary to go ahead and get started on healthy changes. You only get one body. You can't go and take it to the repair shop and have it fixed up and make it new again. We can't get a new body like we can get a new car. We've got to take this seriously. This is crucially important. And why wouldn't we tolerate for a couple of weeks while our taste buds adjust some foods that we haven't eaten before, but we know that eventually when we eat delicious fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes, beans and nuts and seeds and things that, our body really easily assimilates, and when we do them in the order in which we've scientifically discovered are suitable for inflammation reduction, then we can live a much healthier and happier life. And life is always better when we're healing. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give me some love below, hit like or love or whatever you do, and write some comments below. And let me know what you'd like to see in a future video. If you're looking for a program that takes not just the diet into consideration, but all aspects, a 360-degree approach towards reversing inflammatory arthritis symptoms, then head over to rheumatoidsolutions.com and look at joining up as a member, where we can help support you, guide you, and give you step-by-step instructions of what to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.